So we're taking a look at the Now IPOs. This is their second year, and this is pretty much the same binding from last year. It's got that really small high back that you can, you know, if you compare this to the drive, you can see it's just massive compared to the little Now IPO. And it's got the same kind of tech in the base plate, you know, the hinge tech, these little dampeners, and the hinge tech kind of moves from dampener to dampener, and it's a, you know, it's a hinge in the middle. And it's got a little wider heel cup than from our demos last year, but you can still feel a little tightness around the heel. But this year I liked it better, a lot better than I did last year. And it has a very small ankle strap, which I'm not a big fan of. I like a more supportive, bigger ankle strap, but this is made for more of the minimalist rider, kind of the old school rider, who even likes to take off his high back and have a binding that takes a little more work to turn from edge to edge. I'm usually into a little more response, and I have more fun with the drive. But these are, you know, these are not for everybody, but some could love them, some could hate them. That's, you know, the experience we've had with Now. Peter, what'd you think?
As you said, man, some love them, some hate them. I unfortunately happen to be on the latter half of that. I personally like a little stiffer, a little more responsive binding. I had a problem last year with it pinching into my heel cup. They definitely widened it out this year, but I still feel it pinching in my heel cup. Doesn't make me feel like comfortable. Just doesn't work with me. And I've got a, you know, a small foot and a small boot. Small, not so wide ankle strap.
Well, not everything's small, right, Peter?
Not everything. But yeah, as he's talking about this hinge tech with these dampeners over here, I'm not a huge fan. It feels like there's a half-second delay going from my heel to my toe edge, which just makes me feel uncomfortable. I like my board to literally just churn everything that I do with my feet. I crank down my bindings, I crank down my boots to the point where I can't feel my feet anymore. So, I mean, that's my style personally, and this just definitely didn't agree with me. But as I said, I know many people that absolutely love the shit out of these bindings and have switched over from their old, you know, all their old, you know, $400 Burton bindings to these bindings, and they love them. I'm still waiting to see the light.
Mary.
I agree with Peter somewhat. I like a more responsive, a little bit stiffer binding, and I'm used to a little bit of a taller high back, so this didn't jive with me, especially on the groomers on a super stiff board, but I could see how this would be a good binding for a more like playful or all mountain or, you know, powder day, and it would be fine.
Yeah, like maybe even a freestyle to, you know, all mountain freestyle rider who on a softer board might love these.
Exactly.
But paired up with your Hell Yes, you just weren't feeling it.
Yeah, it doesn't work with the Hell Yes.
Yeah. Cool.